Hello and welcome back to another episode of Behind the VR Headset. I'm IndieVR and today my lovely guest is Creeper Betty. How are you, Creeper?
I'm doing absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. I know we've met before in Neos. It was ages ago, maybe a year, 2 years ago, something like that, right?
Feels for like forever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then what did we do? We went. I remember we went to Half-Life World, Half-Life 2 World,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and since then
Went to have.
Half-Life 2's come out with the VR mod, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. They sure have. It's good too.
And what else did we do? I can't remember what else we went to. I'm getting there.
What other worlds? Gosh, we didn't go to the Mario world. There. I don't know the names of all the worlds that we went into, but did we race in cars? Did we?
I don't think so. I'm getting old. I forget things these days. You might be
I know.
wondering why I look like this. Well, Gun, do you want
Yeah. No. I was kind of wondering why you look like that too.
to... It's actually a birth
Yeah.
defect. So, you shouldn't laugh at that either. It's not very nice. I'm sitting right here. But
I'm
no,
sorry.
I went AFK in Neos, and this is what they did to me. So this is a new thing. So the guest gets to choose my avatar, and this is what Betty chose for me. I mean, do you like it?
Absolutely.
Let us know in the comments if you like my new eyes. Look at that, beautiful.
I think it assembles very well. It's very color coordinated.
It actually, the beard actually goes with my top, so I think it's quite good. We'll keep it on. But should we get rid of the wings though, because I can hear them flapping, and that's gonna
I think, yes, I can help you with that.
do everyone's skull in. Do you know what that
My
reminds me
wings.
of? Is it Navi from Zelda, the little thing that flies around?
Oh,
That follows you
Navi.
around?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
what it reminds me of.
Oops. There we go. It's gone.
Excellent. Right, let's get the show on the road. Let's find out about you, Betty. This show is all about getting people out in the VR industry, developers and content creators, and just asking them questions about how they got into it. So, shall we start with an easy one?
Yes.
Who are you?
It's so not easy. Well, I'm Creeper Betty. I'm a VR enthusiast.
Okay.
I work for Cluj Interactive
Yeah.
as a game designer. Started as a 3D artist and moved into game design.
Oh, nice.
Synth writers, or not synth writers, I'm sorry. Well, Cluj Interactive is the developer for synth writers, but
Yeah.
I work in another section. So Cluj Interactive, they partnered up with Meta.
Yep.
And what I do is I build experiences in video games within Horizon worlds.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
We'll talk
So I
about that a
help
bit more.
build them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's it. She builds them all. That's what. Yeah. She builds everything
Yeah.
on her own.
It's definitely my dream job
Yeah.
and something I've wanted for many years. Many years.
Yeah, I recently got a job in VR as well, so that's really cool. And it's through
Yeah.
this channel as well. Like I was testing the game for developers.
Oh,
Yeah, I was testing with the developers, and I just on the off chance said, "Tell me about your team," and then they told me about the team, and then basically we went offline, and I thought, well, find out about their sales team because I've always worked in sales. And
mhm.
asked them, are you looking for salespeople? And what was that for?
Because that's where I came from. I've been in sales for over 15 years.
Ah,
And I lost my job. I got laid off, and then the pandemic happened, and then like I went from one job, as a customer care manager, and off to another sales job, and then finally I got laid off again. And it seemed like every year I was getting laid off. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. And so what I did was I blended everything that I did
yeah.
in VR, because I also used to build rooms in Rec Room, and I added that onto my resume and everything that I love about VR and blended it in with my sales, and that is how I got into the industry.
That's really cool. So did you kind of meet someone, or did you just send off we call it a CV, you guys call it?
So
Yeah.
So there's the VR chat channel
Hmm.
ran by the Livinator, Jason, and he and I would go in and help build these rooms to replicate video games or the VR games that are out there, and then he would go in and they would have an interview
Hmm.
in, and it's really super cool. And so Cluj reached out to Jason and said, "Hey, do you know anybody who can build?" And so he suggested me, and from there it was just yeah. So
That's
that's
really
how I
cool.
got the job with Cluj. Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy how like as you do stuff in life, it kind of all kind of rolls into a ball of different things that you can like talents and experience, and then one day something just comes along that you don't really just comes out of nowhere, right? That's
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. That's what happened with me, and yeah,
And I'll tell you what, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do that in a flat screen environment gaming community. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
It's just too huge.
yeah.
Compared to the VR community, it's and the industry, it's you have a lot more opportunity, and it's all I ever wanted to be in was in gaming. So it was perfect.
Okay, am I? Are my eyes putting you off? I'm looking at you. Just so you know, I'm not
I'm
looking over there
looking
and then over there.
left. I'm looking right. I'm starting to get used to
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
Wait a minute, come here. Let me see. You got something on your nose.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. I have a squeaky nose, and everyone finds it really funny. So we can talk a bit more about your career and stuff, a bit further down the line. I do have questions for you, which you had a little peek
Sure.
at, and then I snatched them away and said, "No, you can't see them."
Yeah, no, yeah.
So there's all kinds of weird questions right here.
Yeah, the hard ones.
So we met through Skiva,
Mm-hmm.
and Skiva I met through Paul from the VR Realm. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and shout out to Paul from the VR Realm and Skiva as well. Uh, yeah, because Paul, I think that's my first real experience was with those guys or with Paul. And as soon as I came in there, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And even earlier, we were playing with the toys and stuff, and it was just so funny, like seeing the new stuff that's come out.
Yeah.
Where did you
Um,
first? Sorry, go.
I was gonna say those two are probably the best people to talk to about Neos and and have them do the introduction of
Yeah,
Neos.
yeah, because I did come in like on my own, and it was so like, what am I doing? And then I saw on YouTube how cool it was, but then when you're on your own, it's like, how do I do all that stuff, kind of thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
but they do have people that kind of guide you as well. That you can opt in to get a guide, and they show you how to do it all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where did you meet Skiva then? How did you know Skiva?
So just through the community, the VR community, and he would pop into the VR chat channel as as a YouTube guest,
Hmm.
so and ask questions to the developers. So that's where I met him was through that way. I didn't even know he had a show when I started really hanging out. I'm like, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't watch it. I'll watch your show now. you know?
Yeah. So yeah,
But
go on.
yeah. He's great. He just I remember my first trip in Neos, and it was, I think, gosh, we spent so many hours in here. I want to say like 10 hours. We
Wow.
spent in here just exploring and having a really, really great time. It was mind-blowing how fast it went by.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching, you haven't been in Neos, I always say it. You need to try it. Um, I keep saying I need to organize a community day in Neos, basically, because there's a lot of people that watch this and say they want to try it out as well. So yeah, we should get a bunch of us together and just quickly show all the new people. Well, even like what we were doing earlier, and just standing
Hmm.
outside and playing with stuff, just to show people how cool it really is. I do have some footage of that, which we could roll at the end, perhaps, of us having fun with
Sure.
Paul and
Yeah.
my little friends, my two little friends that we shouldn't talk about.
Oh, oh, yeah. That's kind
Oh,
of There might be issues with that one, guys. I'm just saying, like the little friends downstairs.
Yeah, yeah. But the less we talk about that, the better. Have you... And you also know I've had Tribe on here as well. Tribe Grey Wolf.
Oh, I love him. And Jordy,
Yeah.
Mrs. Grey Wolf. They are the most amazing power couple. They work so well together.
Yeah.
They are just like and how they work together and the creations that they make, it's really awesome to watch them. And they're really good people too.
Yeah, I've had him on here before, but I think it'd be cool to actually get them both on. I think that'd be quite funny.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
when I was when he was on, she was in the background, and it was quite funny because like he was telling her what I was saying and things like that. Have you seen the episode? Of me and Tribe?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't, but
Yeah.
I will watch that.
It was really fun. It was really fun, and it would be great to have them both on. Shout out to Tribe Grey Wolf as well. Literally between realities, Tribe Grey Wolf, Paul from the VR Realm. I'll link everyone's channel down below, so you can go check them out, and of course your channels as well.
Thank you.
Big
shout out, to Tribe Grey Wolf. Let's just do a little howl for him. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Meow. Sorry, Tribe, I did a meow.
You cannot talk about the Tribe Grey Wolves without doing a howl. There's just no way.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they do the streaming a lot goes to ball as well. So it's a good point. It'll be great to just have a bunch of us on here and just like have a chat about I don't know what. It'll be pretty funny.
Oh, it would be fun.
Do you go to? I see you at like gaming conventions. Do you go to a lot of them?
I'm trying to. It's just, being a VR enthusiast, it's very expensive to do all that traveling. And I had the opportunity to go to GDC with Cluj. So that was really great in January, March. It was back in March. So it was so fun. In March, I went to the Ghost of the Tabor red carpet rollout.
I saw that.
That was so fun for the game release. That was amazing and so much fun. And then from there, I flew to Florida. And then from Florida, I went to San Francisco and hung out there for GDC. And then in January before that, I went to CES. So those were the conventions that I've gone to so far. The ones coming up, I really want to go to PAX East because the Game Cat and the Game Cats community is going to be there. And then I also learned that what is it, Bootlegger? Oh wait, did I just hack that? What's the name of that game I was just talking to you about? Anyway, they're
Strap Island.
Yeah, Bootstrap Island.
Yep.
I think they're going to PAX too, and I would love to meet them. But like the Game Cat community with PSVR 2 Without Parole, you got AJ, Wes, Miles, and Brian all going.
Right.
So, and then all of the Game Cat community, because that's where I started. That's my home base. That's my home is PSVR Without Parole and the Game Cat community. That's my home right there. So PAX East is one I want to go to, and then AWE is another one I really want to go to.
Shout out to PSVR 2 Without Parole. Is that right?
Yep. PSVR 2 Without Parole. Yes.
When I subscribed to them years ago when I got my PSVR 1. Yeah, I remember that. It was so long ago because there wasn't a lot of people doing content on the PSVR. There wasn't a lot of people, and they stuck to it. Now I've forgotten how many. Is it 20? How many subscribers do they have now? They've got quite a lot.
Oh God, like over 80,000.
80,000. Okay. Yeah,
they may even have 90 for all I know. It's the biggest and the best PSVR 2 channel, any PSVR channel out there.
Yeah,
I think, and it's true. They only stuck to PSVR even through that time between the 1 and the 2. They still plugged away and made it. Yeah,
because again, it's like a niche within a niche that kind of like my indie game stuff, because VR's a niche, and then it's like a certain thing, isn't it? So yeah, they've done really well. They've done really well. What
Yeah.
was your first gaming experience? Do you remember?
Gosh. I'm trying to think. Well, of course, they had the PSVR 1 um, demo disc, right? So I did all of that. And then I think it was Job Simulator, and then I Expect You to Die. When I played I Expect You to Die, that was it. That's all she wrote. I'm playing, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Especially I Expect You to Die. It was just so fun. The music, the genre, the art, the puzzles, the voice acting, and the humor in it.
Yeah.
It was everything. I was bored at that time, and I would excuse me, and I would like stalk them on Facebook, going, "When's 2 coming out?" Like, "When's 2 coming out?"
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's number 3, so as well now, isn't there? Well, coming out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, it's out. I've been playing it. It is so fun. I'm about 50% way through. Oh, it's good. Oh my gosh. And last week I did my show on BLTNN, and I just dedicated a little portion of it just to the intro music, the intro song.
Yes, I remember
So
now.
sick.
Yes, I remember now. Yeah. How do I not know that's out? Maybe, okay.
Song is just amazing.
I'm still on number 1 in the level where you got the table with the cigar and like the fireplace. Yeah. But I haven't played number 2 or number 3 at all. I'm quite behind.
I'm sad I can't, like, in 1 and 2 I was able to smoke my cigar, but I don't have my cigar to smoke, and I don't know if they took it out.
Oh.
And I'm also very, very sad it's not on the PSVR 2 yet either. So I don't know if they're having some issues with the dev kit on it. I don't know what's going on with that.
No. Yeah, because if it was on PSVR 2, I'd know, because obviously there's not loads and loads of games coming out, and you kind of know what's coming out. Everyone knows what's coming out the PSVR 2. What are your thoughts on the PSVR 2 while we're here? Because I know your first experience in VR was PSVR 1, the PlayStation World, I think it was. My first was the Shark Tank experience.
Yes, the Shark Tank.
Yeah, was that your first?
I remember feeling so like leg wobbly and wanting to fall over, and
so
what I would do is I would just lean my leg up against the couch to keep me, grounded in the real world.
Yeah.
And I remember that that was amazing, and the heist as well.
Blood and Truth. You played that, right? Blood and Truth. Yeah.
Yep.
I wish they'd port that to the PSVR 2 or make a sequel, because there's certain games on the PSVR 1 that are so good, and they need to be ported, or they need to like have a sequel.
I agree.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the PSVR 2 then? Did you get it on? You didn't get it on release, or you did?
Okay. I did. Yeah. That set me back. Whew, but I did it.
Oh, did you not have a PS5?
Oh, I did have my PS5. I got that too. Like, it was so, yeah, I got my PS5. That was a challenge. I mean, that was when you would get it finally in screen, and it's finally in stock at Best Buy, and you're sitting there, click, 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 click that button, and then finally you get it. You're like, yes. And I remember when the guy was carrying it out, I got out of my car, and I'm like, come here. Like, he probably thought I was crazy. But I'm like, there you are. Come home to mama.
Did you get a speeding ticket that day?
He's like, "Oh, this must be yours," and I'm like, "Yes, thank you." And I'm all putting it in the back seat, as I do with all my consoles. I put it in the back seat and buckle it in and take a picture of it. Let's go home.
What was your first experience on the PSVR 2 then? What was the first thing that you put on?
Horizon.
Yeah.
Call of the Mountain. Yeah.
Same.
And well, because they had so much hype behind it.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And, I could see distance, and it was just, that was gorgeous. But the hype, I didn't feel was there. It was just a lot of climbing. And then the next one I tried was the Star Wars. one,
Yeah.
and
Galaxy's Edge.
that
Mm-hmm.
whole Galaxy Edges was awesome. Oh, it made me feel like I was in a movie, like a Pixar movie. I mean, the
Yeah.
voice acting and the art, the art, the graphics, they're just awesome and spot on. I love it.
I am about, I think, so I streamed it a bit and I'm at I finished episode 1 or something because it came in 2 parts, didn't it? So I haven't done part 2 yet. I still need to finish that. There's quite a few games on PSVR 2 that I need to finish or haven't started. Horizon, I'm halfway through that. I know what you're saying about the hype. A lot of people didn't like it because had a lot of climbing and not enough combat. I like the climbing part of it. I like the bow and arrow. It's really cool, like using the bow and arrow in
Yeah.
VR. It's so cool. And when you move the bow around and like the feathers move around and stuff, because that's your first experience in the PSVR 2 headset. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like when you're climbing and you
Yeah.
have the moss that's on the rock and you
Yeah.
could just, your fingers flow through the moss on the rock and you could feel it through the haptics. It's that I just stop and play with the moss every time.
Yeah, so my friends on the Virtually Rec podcast, they got the PSVR 2 when it came out. And they were talking about it and saying how good it was and oops, I better stop going in my face. They were talking about how good it was, and I was just like, it's just haptics. It's like vibrations. It's like everything's got haptics, and it wasn't until I played that, and then when I put Resident Evil Village on, because I love Resident Evil, but the old games, like when there was real survival horror puzzle. So I thought I wasn't going to like this game. And then as soon as I got a shotgun and fired it up in my head and it just went through my head, the haptics, I was like, okay. And the triggers, like it stops there halfway, doesn't it? And then you pull it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The resistance on the trigger.
Yeah. I completed that game and it's one of my favorite VR games of all time. And I just want to play it again in a harder difficulty straight away.
I still have not. I played it flat screen because my daughter loves Resident Evil 2 just as much as you do, it sounds like. And so she's not going to wait, right, until PSVR 2 comes out.
Yeah.
So we sit on the couch together and we just swap back and forth the controller and play it together. So she's like, and then I got the PSVR 2 and she's like, I really want to try it in PSVR 2. And I'm like, okay, I said, but it's going to be super intense. So just to let you know. She gets it on there. She's just in the tutorial part shanking with the knife and she's like, I can't do it. And she takes the headset off. She's like, I can't do it. It's just in the tutorial part. It's just too much.
No way.
Yeah, she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that is a game I do want to play and I'll probably end up streaming that because that's just going to be, girls screaming on stream. So
I'll subscribe for that, definitely. I mean, who doesn't want to see people crap their pants? Because that's what people love to see. Because I streamed the whole thing, and it's so realistic in parts. Like the graphics are like, I couldn't believe how good the graphics were. Like inside the mansion, it's like you're inside of a 4K game. It looks so good. It's not a mansion, it's a castle. But then, yeah, it's an amazing game.
Beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah.
I guess you've played through the flat screen version, right? So there's no real surprises. For me, it was like, I don't know what I'm playing. I'm playing blind. I always play games blind. I try not to watch trailers and stuff. So everyone gets, yeah.
The good news is with old brain, you don't remember everything in the game, right? And it's been since it was released that we played. So I went ahead and like it's going to be like all brand new again when I play it again.
That's great.
I haven't played it since release date.
Oh, cool. Because, that's the same thing with me. But like the Half-Life, all of the VR mods that came out, I played it on the orange box set, like whenever that came out. And I'd forgotten the whole thing, literally everything. And it was amazing, like to jump back in and just be like playing it for the first time. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Yeah. Sorry. What about, your first ever actual gaming experience? Have you always been a gamer, or is it just since you had VR? Or
always have been a gamer.
Yeah,
always. I don't want to age myself, but like back when I was, I was super, super poor when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I had no video games. I didn't even have cable TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just my entertainment was playing Scrabble and cards with my mom. That was what I did. And the only time that I had the opportunity to get some sort of controller or computer in front of me is if I went over to my friend's house, my
Yeah.
best friend's house. So I would go over there and I would play on their Commodore, playing Pitfall and Atari, and then, I would always go and visit her dad with her on the weekend. So I kind of became part of the family, and he would take us to arcades, and
Nice.
I would play so much Super, or Miss Pac-Man. I loved Miss Pac-Man, and then, playing around in the arcades. And then when I hit sixth grade, when you go from sixth to seventh grade, our school would do a camping trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom gave me $100, and back then $100 was a lot of money, and I was supposed to be buying shoes and all sorts of supplies for this trip, right? Well, I took that $100, I went to the arcade instead. I probably spent 60 or $80 at the arcade and came home with some Kleenex, and so but that is how much I loved video games. Like
Yeah.
I would do anything and everything I could to play. And then finally I got my own Nintendo and I started playing like Zelda, and my sister and we would stay up all night playing Zelda and Mario.
Yeah.
And then it just escalated from there. I fell in love with The Sims when The Sims came out, and to the point where I was skinning my own clothing and making my own clothing in paint, of all things, not Photoshop,
Oh,
paint.
I thought you were going to say in real life. Sorry, carry on.
No, so I loved The Sims, and I swore up and down that's what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to become a game designer and work for Maxis and Will Wright and help develop Sims, but that never happened. It just gaming rots your brain. The society of gaming and the stigma of it back then. It was hard. So I just
Yeah.
went and I followed the beat of society and got a sales job. Right.
What were you selling for your first sales job?
My first sales job, I'm internet. I was in telecommunications.
Yeah.
So your whole, working with businesses, setting up phone systems and internet. Yeah, telecom.
My first sales job was ringing people up and trying to sell them double glazing from like cold calling. So that was fun.
Oh,
I was 16,
mm.
and that's where you learn to deal with rejection. It was great starting there because some of the things people said to me I can't repeat, but it's a great way to learn about rejection doing a sales job like that. It really does. You do learn a lot.
Yeah, you do, for sure. I never learned to deal with rejection though, so I I was pretty like just adamant, always poking that bear all the time when I did sales.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Glad.
Well, I'm still doing it. So, but with VR, it's
That's
great
different.
combination. Great combo.
Yeah.
What's your favorite VR game of all time?
Like of all time right now, like I would have to say for all times
Mm-hmm.
and not right now, I would have to say I Expect You to Die.
Okay.
I've always had so much fun in that game, and I love the genre. I love it. But my all-time favorite right now, I got like 3.
Okay.
And believe it or not, okay, first of all, Ghost of Tabor.
Yep.
I love Ghost of Tabor. Like, it feels so good being in that game. And then the next one, I've been really, really, you would think I would say Firewall, because Firewall, we played a lot of Firewall during COVID. And that's what really was a lot of bonding time within the Game Cat community and all my friends in VR and stuff. It was just a really, really great time. And then Sierra. Oh God, I'm brain farting.
Cross
Sierra
brain farting.
Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sierra Squad. It is so much fun. It is an arcade game, guys. It's an arcade game. It's not like realistic like a Ghost of Tabor, but it is so much fun. If you like After the Fall, you will definitely love Sierra Squad for sure.
I am yet to play that with people because I
Oh,
went in kind of blind and I didn't watch or this is the problem. I try not to look into a game too much, right? So in the description it says an arcade game, but I think they showed the realism mode actual gameplay. I think that's what threw a lot of people off and made people angry. And yeah, so for me it was a mixed bag, but everyone says to me you need to play it with other people to to get a good an overall opinion of the game, basically.
Yeah, you can play co-op with missions
Yeah,
on the story mode, and then you have horde mode, which is absolutely nuts. I did meet the developers at GDC.
I saw that. Yeah.
I had, yeah, and oh my gosh, you should have seen them. They were so grateful for, like, once we took that headset off.
Mm-hmm.
I was with Eric, Todd, and Wes, and once we took the headset off, every time they were so grateful for all the comments that we gave them. It was just awesome. It was so much fun to play, to the point where the main developer was tearing up because they spoke English good, some not so good, but
Yeah.
basically, I guess there was another game that they tried to do and it didn't go out so well, so they were really, really cautious of this one. And I understand how much they love this game, so anything that's going to happen with this game, they're going to be on it to fix it. They're not going to let it go sideways. So yeah, the developers, they have giant hearts and they really care. So it was an experience for sure.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for people was to have realism mode at the start, and I think they did that pretty quick within the first week, I think, or so. So, and a lot of people are enjoying the game more, basically.
Yeah, they need to go in and do some more horde mode and the missions, do some co-op missions. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Feels
I'll have
good.
to jump in.
The haptics are crazy. And you get screen shake. It's good.
Yeah, I need to. Sorry, go on.
We'll go in together if you want to.
Yeah, we should. And what was the other game? We need to play Rotten Apple as well.
Which one?
Rotten Apple.
Oh yeah, Rotten Apple. Yes.
And because you've got a friend that wants to play that, right? You said.
And
we'll try and get Skeever on as well. I have to contact him about that because that's
I'd be down to play that.
Yeah, we streamed it on Thursday last week, and we got the world record. So we got to round 65.
Wow.
4 hours.
Oh my God.
4 hours that was just one game. 4 hours. It was the second to the hardest difficulty, one below, and the next time we do it, it's going to be the hardest difficulty.
Oh my! That's like Sierra Squad. They have the hardest difficulty is called The Devs Couldn't Beat It.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool.
What headsets do you actually own yourself?
So I have the PSVR one. I have like 3 of those. The first one I had was the one that adapted in the middle, and then I have the Oculus one, Quest 1, Quest 2, the Index, and my PSVR 2. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you got PCVR, obviously, because you're on here. And then you've got standalone, and then you've got PlayStation as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play my PCVR if it wasn't for one of our community members, Froggy. He upgraded his. He got a brand new computer, and so he donated his old PC to me, and that is how I started PCVR, and it just blew my mind and opened a whole new world. So I'm very thankful for that.
Shout out to Froggy. Does Froggy have some kind of channel?
No.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
just super wonderful.
everyone can donate some money to some kind of frog charity. How about that?
Yeah, that would be great.
And
That's what's really cool about our community. I call it No Child Left Behind. And, sometimes we'll get someone that's, we're really close with, and they can't afford that Quest 2 or PS5 or PSVR 2 headset. So we'll all jump in and pitch in and say, hey, and do a GoFundMe and then surprise them.
oh, that's
And
really
we're like,
cool.
here, yeah, it is. Because we want to play with everybody, and No Child Left Behind. Mm-mm.
That's really cool. Like, what kind of communities are you involved in then? Like, if you could name a few so people that are watching can get involved as well.
It's just the VR community
Yeah.
as a whole.
Okay.
And we're across all, from PSVR Without Parole, Q2C, Between Realities. And then the Game Cat started a party chat channel, party chat Discord. It's called Party Chat.
Mm-hmm.
And at first it was just like a few of us, like maybe 10 or 15 of us. And then now I don't know how many are in there. I want to say like 50 people, but it's grown. Mm-hmm.
I was
We just keep.
supposed to.
No, go ahead.
Oh, and I was just gonna say I was supposed to meet the Skiva and Eric as well. They were in the UK for the first time. Oh. They're in the UK for the first time, and yeah, I got sick, and I was so annoyed because of the timing is so bad. I was really looking forward to it, but I will come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to make my way down to the United States at some
Well,
point.
I'm sure you're gonna have plenty of places to stay, and I know that they were bummed that they missed out on you too.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to meet up with them. I'm going to EGX, but they're not going to go there because it's a small UK. Yeah, it's not going to be much VR there, but everyone always goes there because it's the biggest kind of one in the UK. So, all the content creators from the UK go there. This will be my first time actually experiencing. Now, my first time experiencing like a game show is a Zurich PopCon, which is all mixed kind of stuff. So that's at the end of this month. I'm going to that, and then it'll be EGX, and I'll get to meet so many content creators from the UK that I haven't met yet as well. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. GT gonna be there. Gamer tag.
Gamertag's gonna be there. Yeah, Gamertag's gonna be there.
Nice. You're gonna have to give him a big fat hug for me.
Okay, I will do. I'll be
Yeah.
sure of that. And then if you guys look at me like a weirdo, like, what the hell are you doing? I'll be like,
Just
that's
say this is from
yeah.
Betty. We'll see how far you can get that hug.
Maybe I'll grab his butt cheeks. Right, this is from Betty.
All right. It's kind of funny because I forget where it was at. I had someone else do the same thing, and I think he was in Florida at the time, actually.
Yeah.
And it was Short Stacks VR, and I'm like, give him a hug for me. And I guess they were in the back of the car, and they felt really weird hugging each other in the back of the Ubers.
The driver's looking in the rearview mirror, like straight to the hotel.
It's so funny. Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, it'll really good to actually meet people that I've been watching for years, basically. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of YouTube content creators, tell us about your channel. We haven't spoken about what you do in your channel and the lovely, BLT and then signs that we've got going around. People are probably thinking, what does that mean? So let's start with your channel, like what inspired you to make a channel, and when did you start?
Okay, so what inspired me to do the channel was when I started playing the PSVR 1, and there weren't a lot of multiplayer games.
Right.
So I just went ahead and streamed so my friends can come and join and we can all hang out, and so that's how it started. And then people were coming, and I'm like, okay, cool. And sometimes I would slack off, and then I would come back, and then I got the PCVR and learned how to stream on my PCVR, and just it was a lot of super duper baby steps. Like, I really want to do this, but I never committed to it,
Yeah.
fully. But in my heart, deep down inside my gut, I could feel it. I'm just like, you got to do this,
Yeah.
and the community encouraging me to do it. And so one day I just sat down on my couch and I'm and everybody's always all, Betty's never ready. They sing a song, Betty's never ready, like because I'm always like trying to gear up or getting my new gun or I don't know, something in the game. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. Wait.
I think that happened today, right?
Yeah, like today.
Today. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, hi, Betty, how are you this morning? You were like, oh, no, it's tonight, isn't it?
and plus, I work full time. I'm a parent, and trying to keep a roof over our head and all this stuff. And so it's really hard for me to keep up on all the gaming industry. Like when it comes to technology and games, it's so hard to keep up on everything. And when I do find out, it's late. So I came up with Betty Late the Never News.
Ah, okay.
So either the news is, and I'm like, wow. And I sat on that name for like probably 4 or 5 months. And I go to therapy too. And I talk to my therapist about it. And finally okay, what do I need? DaVinci, OBS. Okay, I know how to run OBS somewhat, fumbling around. I don't know anything about DaVinci. Skiva sat down with me for probably a good hour and just showed me, the basic steps. And I just went off from there.
Yeah.
And I just started editing. I did have a blue mic, a really good mic. What is it? The blue
Yeti?
Blue ball or
Blue
whatever
Snowball.
it is. Yeah, the blue snowball. I got that when I was doing some voiceovers for a game, and then I bought a cheap ring light and a cheap webcam, and it's so hokey, and a green screen, and I put it up on my wall, and it's so hokey pokey, like and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my background, this is gonna be my intro, and I put it all together, and I'm like, wow, that doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's pull this trigger and go. And so I just did my first episode. I'm now on episode 5, which is late. Probably going to get it out tonight, but and I won't be doing episode 6 next weekend because I'm going to be out of town next weekend. I'm going to go to the beach and relax for a minute.
Nice.
But
yeah.
But doing the content creating is very consuming. It's hard. It's hard to get it out because sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to talk about until the last moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you're editing till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, then getting up the next day, editing more until it's almost time to get out. It's hard.
Yeah. A lot of work goes into it. As you kind of do more and you learn more, you learn shortcuts, and then you kind of can streamline processes a lot better. So you just got to hang in there and just keep at it. That's all you got to do is just keep at it. And it's let everyone know. Is it every Saturday evening in UK time, isn't it? What time do you release an episode?
Well, I would like to do every Saturday around 5:30, and I want to keep it as short as possible, anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes long, just a short and sweet little episode. But like last week, it didn't get out until Sunday. Today, here it is, Sunday. So I'll get it out.
Better late than never. Exactly.
So it's like the title itself saves me. There's my disclosure.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's basically like a disclaimer, the name in itself, right?
Yes.
So you can just drop it whenever you want. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. As long as, but it's consuming my weekends.
Yeah.
Like, I work so hard. I'm like, yay, the weekend. And I'm like, I get to play video games. No, you don't. You get to edit till 3 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
Yeah.
And then till 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Then you can game.
Yeah. And before you know it, it's Monday and you're back at work, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, I didn't get to play any games.
But you pre-record it, but then you premiere it. So then you're in the chat as well, which is really cool. And you'll talk to people.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping eventually I could just go in and click that start play button, and just go live. But that's that's a lot to do for one person to go live, managing OBS, flipping between, screens, and what it would be a fumbling mess. I mean, already my show's a little fumbly mess, but
I would tune into that. I mean, like if you not the fumbling mess side of things, but like you live streaming, if you need help, like I'm sure you know loads of people know, but if you need help with that, it's not too bad. All it is click stream. You don't even you don't even need an intro. You could just go live, like you used to doing it from the PSVR. Same thing, but you can
yeah.
have that set up on OBS. Just like go live. There you go.
But I have such
Start
a
with
cool
that.
intro. I
Yeah,
love my intro.
yeah.
Did you
Then
hear Andrew's voice? It's beautiful.
yeah. So you can put that in there. So there's 2 scenes. There you go. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can put his
Yeah,
voice at the end. So that's 3 scenes.
gosh, I love that kid is 18 years old.
Oh,
Andrew, the
really?
guy who did my announcements. Yeah,
Yeah.
18 years old. He was an intern over at Cluj Interactive. He's gone now. It's so sad. But the kid's got a great brain, an amazing voice. He used to take us out every meeting that we would have every day. We would be like, okay, Andrew, take us out. And he would take us out with an outro every day. It was so fun.
Yeah, maybe he should get into like voice acting.
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I mean, one day we'll see. Just just do it at your own pace to get some more videos out and just get used to it, kind of thing. And then
Yeah.
before you know it, you'll be streaming, TTS going on off in your ears. Oh, okay. Thank you. Did you ever consider streaming on Twitch at the time? Did that ever cross your
No.
mind? No. Why YouTube
Mm-mm.
though? Like, why did you want to do YouTube?
I, just that's what I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't, I mean, all the gaming I did flat screen, it was just for pleasure. I never watched any YouTube channels or anything. I didn't. PSVR Without Parole was the first YouTube channel that I ever dedicated my time to.
Yeah.
And watched. And that was the only YouTube show I would watch.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That was it. Mm-hmm. And then I found out about Between Realities, which led me to Q2C, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is good,
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, those are pretty much my 3 channels that I watch. Are those, and now yours.
You don't even watch my channel. Oh, right. Let's end it here. I wasn't recording anyway. I just checked this. The record button hasn't been pressed. Okay, this is just a dummy run.
Oh no! I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna start pulling out all the toys and crash.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. There's some really cool toys in Neos as well.
Mm-hmm.
Neos is so much fun, and Paul always brings something new, doesn't he? Always brings some new stuff. But I'll show everyone. I saw your little. You got a Creeper Betty Mario Kart. That's so cool. That is so cool. That is.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I actually got in it, and there's little Princess Pink Mario Kart. It was great fun. It actually matches, it matched my look.
It does match your look.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And it's got a little cocktail on there and some hearts behind it. And you just.
What's your favorite toy to pull out in Neos to somebody that's completely new to like wow them and be like, this is what Neos is all about?
It would have to be the Mothership button.
Okay.
It's really super cool. I don't want to tell you because it will spoil it.
Okay.
And but it's a really amazing experience.
We can. Yeah. Sorry, I was just gonna say we can try it out afterwards.
I would love to. Yeah.
100%.
But that would be the very first one, and then there's actually a little duck hunt game that you can pull out, and it has like the Nintendo gun, and you can shoot and play duck hunt. That's a lot of fun.
Yep.
So with new people who've never been into Neos before, you kind of don't force too many things on it unless you're like classic grandma who's absolutely amazing. We brought her in here and we're doing baby steps, and next thing you know, she grabs a hoverboard and she's off spinning around in the air and just wooing and hollering and screaming, just having a great time, and didn't get sick once. So, you just never know what people can handle.
Yeah, the hoverboard is pretty crazy because it's where you're looking. It's not like the sticks.
Yeah, it's just It's your head.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the hoverboard's awesome.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. It's been great fun having you on the show, and
Thank you.
yeah, it's been a great laugh just chatting and kind of getting more of a feel of what you're about and your background and about your channel. Thank you very much for coming on the show, Betty. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. And it's been awesome. I've had so much fun today.
My pleasure. There's been no hitches at all. Nothing's gone wrong. It's been perfect, hasn't it?
Absolutely. No, yeah. No crashes, no. Mm-mm. No, no beepy noise.
No, no.
One more time.
Where can people find you then? So if you plug away, plug your channel, tell everyone on Twitter and just everything. I'll link in the description down below, but just so everyone knows.
Well, I have my Twitter, which is X Creeper Betty X, or no, it's X Creeper Betty VRX. I think no, it's just X Creeper Betty X is my Twitter, and then my YouTube channel is Creeper Betty VR, and
Yes.
then I just started a TikTok this week,
Ooh,
or maybe it was
interesting.
last week. Yeah, and that's Creeper Betty VR as well.
Great. So everyone, just subscribe to Betty.
Thank you.
Definitely subscribe. Yeah,
I
sorry.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I would love for more people to come and help me build this channel and get it in a direction where we all can enjoy it, and I don't want it to be cringy or anything like that. I just want everybody to have fun.
yeah,
with,
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Awesome community you got so far as well, and I think we should do play some games together, maybe stream some stuff. It'll be a good laugh.
Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for it.
I think
I'm so ready to play games.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow Creeper Betty.
Thank
If you
you.
enjoyed this content, subscribe also to my channel as well, as we'll have more guests on from within the VR community. Until next time, adios. Bye. Oh, you want to do that? Let me boggle my eyes up. Bye.
Oh, that was fun.
Is that the pizza one?
Why won't it let me drive? Let me drive! Oh, it's done with the analog in it.
What the? Oh my gosh, I have that. I love that thing.
I normally. Oh, what the hell's that? Is that Mario Kart?
Yeah. This is
No
my
way.
Mario.
Oh, that's so cool.
I almost knocked my coffee over. Wow.
It's all right. Your cocktail's fine. Look, your cocktail's still here. That's all that
And I'm
matters.
like, oh yeah.
Does that actually work?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay.
Because oh, cool! It's got your logo on the front as well.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
way! That's so cool. Can I take it for a spin?
Yeah. Take it for a spin.
Oh, I'm gonna feel like a girl again. Right, hold on.
The little blue bird will fly behind you too. She flies behind you.
Okay. And then.
And away you go.
Whoa. Mario Kart. Wicked. Oh man. Okay, there's my studio. What the hell? What is that on my roof? Hey? Did you see? I found something on my roof, Paul. I don't know if you put it there or what. Hold on, what is that?
I'll come over and have a look. Let me have a
Hold
look.
on, hold on. Well, I can't stop spinning around.
Where are you?
Controversial studio.
Yeah.
On the roof or underneath it? I think underneath it. And then you look up. There, look, right here. What the hell is that?
You're in the floor.
Yeah. But look, what is that? A little turnip or something. What is that?
It's a chow from Sonic.
So what the hell's that thing under the studio?
What else is under here? You've got loads of stuff under here. What have you got under here?
Hold on, wait, where? Hold on, let me go to no clip. Let me have a look.
Where I am behind you now.
No clip, right?
Yeah, just where the spawn point is. You've got like 2 little anime girls under here. What, you hiding?
What? Where? Oh my god! What the hell? Who the hell? I've never seen them before in my life. Like seriously, what are they doing underneath my small point?
That's what everybody says when they get.
I know. What is that from? Is that Curtis the pervert like been in there? Oh my god.
He's hiding 2 little anime girls under his spawn point.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Don't look under there. It's not me.
How do I fly again? I can't remember. How do I fly again?
Hold the. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Locomotion.
that's right. Locomotion, fly.
Put it in no clip. Then you can go for
Yeah,
a little.
no clip. Let's fly. No clip. Oh, Jesus.
Hiding 2 little
What's
anime
going
girls
on
under here.
I can explain this. I promise. Like they were just
It's
here.
a problem.
They
That
were
was
just there.
definitely-
Listen, I get lonely. I get lonely sometimes. Okay.
I didn't know it was this kind of show.
Wait till they come alive, then the show really starts. It's so weird. Like honestly, I don't know where they came because I've never had these avatars. So I don't know who put them there. It's
Even
this
the
is
girl- this. Oh my gosh, I cannot hold still. This girl right here is looking at this chick, going, "What did you get me into?" Like,
Oh,
who
she
are
is,
these
yeah.
guys? And she's looking away like, I had nothing to do with it. This is not.
Yeah, this,
So this is the mothership here. You just have to push the button.
okay.
It's okay.
Why are you forcing it on me like that? Okay. Let's try it.
Warning, capital class signature detected.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that is sick.
Yes.
That is so cool.
Isn't that the best?
You just want to go in there, didn't you? That is so cool. Hold on, let me fly up there. Let's fly up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can go faster. Look at that. That's wicked, that is.
Isn't that cool?
This is one of the cool. I know you can't get in it and drive it and all that kind of stuff, but it's one of the coolest things I've seen in this. Oh, wicked! Look at this. It's got seats and
yes.
everything in there.
Got seats?
Yeah.
No.
You can't get. Well, you could put the thing there so you can sit in them, but there's 2 there.
Oh, sweet.
There's 1. And there's 2. All right, I'll sit over here. We might shrink though because it's pretty small. This.
I know.
Look at that.
Mine's small too.
We're sitting in the
Let's
mothership.
go.
Look how cool that is. We're in the we're just floating above the world.
I know. It's so cool. Only in Neos, right?
Yep, only in Neos. Only in Neos.
Oh, wait. Let's push the button and watch it go back.
Oh, okay. Move, 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 move. Oh yeah, you can. Wait, hold on. I'll do a view from here then. All right, let's send the mothership back.
Massive frameshift surge detected.
Oh, that's my name. Oh, sick.